Welcome back to my channel, Conscious Reality, where we speak on love, relationships, and spirituality. Listen, this is for every person who is so in tune with their feelings. Their feelings are so strong, they are emotional, and they are overthinkers. This is for you when it comes to relationship. Because a lot of you will realize the more you are emotional and the more that you are overthinker, you will always experience relationships where people take advantage of you, people don't respect you, people disrespect you constantly, and people don't love you, and you continue to stay. Let me explain. This is why you attract these narcissistic people. You realize the more you feel, or you are more emotional, or you more overthink, is the more you attract these type of humans, the ones that never recognize your worth. Let me explain. See, people who are so into their feelings, into their emotions, guess what? Their feelings are oftentimes stronger than their self-respect. They trust their feelings to make decisions. And people will come to you and manipulate your feelings. See, when you are in tune with someone with your feelings and your emotions, what happens is that when things are good, your emotions are good. When things are bad, it's bad. But then when they go, so every time the mood change, your emotion change. Every time his words change, you change. Every time he does this, you change. Every time, so they control you and manipulate you. So you are always being in control and moved and like a puppet because you are emotional. That's what emotions do. Emotions are energy in motion. See, somebody who is attached to the truth based on behaviors and morals and ethics is not focused on what they feel. See, a narcissist is not going to intimidate somebody who's focused on the truth. They're going to manipulate those who are focused on their emotions. And a lot of you are focused on your emotions. And this is why you always attract these people. See, the scary thing is when you are so in tune with your emotions, you're not making decisions wisely. You're not making decisions. You are making a decision based on a chemistry. A lot of you who are feelers and emoters, people who are very emotional, what you want to do, as soon as you meet somebody, you base in their connection on their quick chemistry. And if you don't feel that quick chemistry, so because you are so used to feeling, because your feeling tells you everything. Your feeling gives you all this power. Your feeling gives you all this familiarity. Your feeling gives you all this, as you think, knowledge, like you know. And every time, every relationship that happens, you still haven't figured out yet that you are basing each relationship in the beginning on chemistry. Listen, chemistry is one of the worst things to base relationships on in the beginning. Because you don't know what is speaking to you. You don't know what is acting up. A lot of times, what's acting up is these feelings. Feelings, what feelings are? Feelings are literally records of the past. Feelings are something that you recognize. Listen, those connections are not always based on high vibrations. Sometimes these connections are low vibrational. Anger, trauma, resentment, all these other low vibration energies that we carry. Guilt is a strong one. Shame, insecurities in your body, in your mind, and who you are, and your identity. See, when you carry these things, this level of trauma, you're going to meet somebody who's going to spark your interest. And that person will be a liar, a cheater, a this, an abuser, and a whole bunch of stuff who carries a similar vibration. When you who carries that resentment, anger, misery, and all these other low vibration meets that person who carries a liar, they know exactly how to charm you. They know exactly how to make you feel. They know exactly how to push buttons that you want to react to. Because remember, you are a reactor. People who are emotional reacts. You react to everything. People who are not emotional don't react too much. Because they choose which reaction that they should have. Even though I feel this, I can choose my reaction. See, you always feel lost. You always feel hurt. You always feel sad. Sometimes you feel happy, sometimes you feel good, but most of the times you're always worried, you're always stressed, because you are basing your reaction on the outside. This is why it's easy to manipulate you. say that again. This is why it's very easy to manipulate you. People who are in so much with their feelings and their emotions is very easy to manipulate. And that's why you are afraid. That's why you meet these narcissistic people, these toxic people, because they thrive on your emotions. They thrive on your feelings. That's why they overpower you. Because once you're in their level, once you're in their space, what you do, you give up your emotions because now they begin to move you. So they can make you feel whatever they want you to feel. They can make you feel angry. They can make you feel happy. So when you're about to leave, they can change their behavior. You feel good. So you change your mind and leaving. Then when you're about to feel too good, they mess you up again because now they want you to feel punishment because you probably said something, you probably did something, you probably did something that they didn't agree with. So they learn how to move you because you are an emotional creature. See, somebody who's not emotional, they care, but they listen to wisdom. They know right from wrong and they know better. So that's what they are focused on and do better. Some of you being treated terrible, you're being disrespected, you're being abused, but you're still trying to find a way to stay. Why? Because I love. A lot of times it's not love. A lot of times it's attachment to the only source that gives you, that shows you a little bit of affection sometimes, that gives you that struggle love, that gives you that feeling of being fun and feeling happy because you can't do it on your own self because your emotions are temporary. You are basing life on temporary emotions. So therefore, when they give you a little time to make you feel good, to make you look good, to make you sound good, you got to take it because it's temporary, but it doesn't last. Listen, if you are an emotional person, you will attract that on a regular basis, and you will think is all men do this, all women do this. But here's the thing, it's not all men. It's just if you're an emotional person, like for instance, me. If you are a very emotional woman, I will not mess with you. I will not want to deal with you because I have to walk on eggshells. I have to try to protect your feelings. I have to try to protect your emotions, trying to protect your state of being. I have to try to do this and do that. That's too much. You asking too much. Listen, you should be a woman or a man who stands up, know better, do better, and focus on that. Because when you are committed to happiness, when you are committed to peace, when you are committed to growth, when you are committed to self-respect, you are not deciding and making decisions based on your feelings. So therefore, you won't stay. See, a woman who is in tune with her self-growth, self-respect, love, happiness, peace, and freedom, she's not putting up with all those insecurities, all those crap that somebody who's in tune with their emotional state. Because as soon as you start to show them all these behaviors, I don't care how much I love you. I don't care how much I like you. I don't care how much I want you. I know how much I love me. I know how much I like me. I know how much I want me. I know how much I respect me. So therefore, it's two different frequencies. The type of stuff that you're showing me and the things that I'm showing me is different. This is why you must show who you are to yourself. And when you be that and commit to that, when you focus on that, then people who come into your life are going to see the level of intelligence, emotional intelligence, wisdom, and discipline that you have. Therefore, either they come to you that way, or when they start to show their asses, you recognize it, two different frequencies. If you are on this frequency, you're going to recognize every frequency around you. And when you see somebody who is not speaking your language, I'm talking about in energy, I'm talking about disrespecting you. Because, once you have that respect for yourself, that love for yourself, that honor for yourself, you can't take less than from someone else. You just can't. And I ain't talking about a physical standard. I'm talking about an energy that you carry, a frequency that you carry. Once you have that level of frequency for yourself, you don't take less from people and stay there. Because it doesn't feel good. See, many of you are saying, I lost myself with him. You ain't lost yourself. You just was never set up. You was never in a place where you can stand on your own feet. You was never put together. Because a person who is put together don't lose themselves like that. See, when you put together, you take time, you invest in yourself, you heal yourself, you put wisdom in, you seek knowledge, you ain't going nowhere because you like this. See, if you like this setup, you won't change this setup for nothing. But it's when you haven't been set up and you meet somebody and since you haven't been set up, you don't have a personality, you don't have standards, you don't have a frequency, you are just learning yourself. They could move you all the time and we never learn those lessons. So we go from one to one to one relationship, but we never set up who we want to be. But we know when it doesn't feel good, but we can't leave, because leave and go where? We're not set up. We don't know what we want. We don't know who we are. People who are more emotional will always find these toxic people, whether men or women. The more emotional, or the more you decide to use your emotions to make decisions, it is when you find these people. And for some reason, you're still emotional. For some reason, you're still doing the same thing. For some reason, you're still into your feelings. But how do you stop your feelings? You stop your feelings by realizing that feelings are just feelings. Your feelings are connected to something from the past. Mostly trauma. Mostly something that you feel strongly about. And sometimes your belief systems. When you are so in tune with your feelings, understand sometimes your feelings come, it lies to you because it only brings back a memory of the past. So the feelings come. And when these feelings come, you can fall victim to them, or you can recognize it's just a connection to your past and choose another feeling. Some of you all keep choosing the same feeling. That's why you keep choosing the same people. Let me say this again. People who overthink and people who overfeel is always the ones who get caught up in this nonsense. You attract all this narcissist. You attract all this toxic. Because you overfeel, so you are always traumatized. You are basing life on your feelings, and you gotta stop. Choose life based on self-respect. Do life and live life based on what you know. If you know better, you do better. Don't know better and feel something else. You can't. That's why you keep attracting this. I promise you, if you take this advice, you'll see where you go next. Some of y'all think that something is wrong is all the men. Yes, those feelings attract all those men and all those women who are predators. That's what they do. Feelings is all about your feeling. You know, that's like a zebra yelling, screaming in the safari, talking about he tired and he drained and I'm just sick of this and sick of that. A lion is overhearing him. That's the zebra the lion knows that won't get away. That's the zebra that he knows that he can catch. That's the zebra that he wants to eat. It looks more attractive to eat. That's why most of the lions chase that one zebra, because that's the hurt zebra. Because he's in tune with his feelings. Another zebra realizes it's a part of the game. He or she realizes, listen, they chase me because they're hungry. It's not about me. So let me make sure I'm not in tune with my feelings. Let me not take it personal. Let me just leave. When I recognize the lion, let me go. Some of you all recognize the predator. Some of you all stay with them, sleep with them in the same bed, speak to them every single day, be angry at them every day, be insecure with yourself, hate yourself, not recognize yourself, and you still stay. Why? Because your feelings are stronger than your self-respect. And whenever that's a thing, suffering is always there. Punishment is always there. Self-recognition is never a thing. So you gotta be careful. It's time to let go. When you let go, you know it's gonna hurt. Of course it is. It always hurts. It's just such a part of your feelings too. It hurts more when you are touchy-feely. I hope this helps you. Please subscribe for more. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.